coming? Will
Um,
more people be coming?
so you're not very clear. You're breaking a little bit.
Will more people be joining?
Yes, there should be. There are a lot more RSVPs.
How long have you been in the space for?
In the crypto space,
Yes.
very long, since 2010. Have you met anybody who's been there from that time?
Shit. You're sitting on a shit ton of cash, matlab.
Sorry?
You might be sitting on a shit ton of money then.
Well, it depends on what money you're talking about.
Bitcoin, obviously. In
Yeah,
those days,
shitloads of
everyone.
Satoshis, of course. Thousands and thousands and thousands of Satoshis. So, do you have a crypto by yourself? You own any Bitcoin Satoshis?
I have a portfolio. Actually, the thing was, the tax issues, वगैरह, discouraged me from investing. But seeing the potential of the bull run, I thought might as well get in the thing. So that's when I started learning about crypto, etc., etc. And now I do have a portfolio, a good portfolio.
So, when did you first invest in it?
Last year, like December or something.
Okay, so last year, December, and to now, I'm sure you've appreciated with your portfolio.
Yes, yes, I'm 50% up.
So,
Because
when,
the thing is, I had been doing DCA, right? I'm not doing one time
what do you mean by DC?
dollar cost averaging.
Sorry?
Dollar cost averaging.
No, I cannot hear you. So, you're not loud enough, maybe? Maybe your speaker is not, mic is not close to you?
Just a second.
Yeah. Also, do you have a video?
Sometime I'll
Hi, Ashwin.
Uh, I just joined about I think 15 minutes early, and I was hearing a weird song from your.
From this computer? Or maybe because of the TV was on next to it. So maybe the TV sound must have been something that you
Oh,
heard.
all right, all right.
Okay, yeah. I guess you left a message here for me. Is that you? Yeah, that is you, Ashwin. Cool. Where are you joining from, Ashwin?
I'm joining from Mumbai. Where are
Cool.
you all from?
I'm from Bangalore, so there could be a few people from Bangalore and Mumbai. These are the two places where most people have RSVP'd. So we, some are from Jaipur too. I don't know how many will join. But anyway, nice to meet you here.
I have a question here. I was trying to look out for the link of this. First, I had to download this app called Huddle. I was trying to join it from my laptop, and then I
Okay.
thought that I don't have Telegram there. So I have just started downloading Telegram on my PC. So why not keep it on a Google Meet or some other?
Well, I could. I will try and do that next time because I realize that Huddle means and people have to download Huddle and things. So we'll try and do that for the next one. So is this your video, Ashwin? It just popped up and went, or were you even trying?
No, it was me. It was me.
Sahil. Okay, cool. Yeah. It was nice to see more guys on the video. You guys have Ashwin. You also want to click on the video? Come along. It'd be nice to see you face to
Uh,
face.
Hello,
Hello. Yeah, I can hear.
hello.
Hi, Sahil or Ashwin. I'm sorry, I'm not able
Yeah,
to tell who it is.
yeah. Because the video, it's breaking out over here,
No problem.
and I think
Let's
the
continue
Wi-Fi
without.
is pretty good, but still, I think the platform isn't.
Well, the platform is pretty robust since few years. I've been trying, and recently when we tested, it was much more robust. It has, well, it has like unlimited number of people also able to join and things. But I don't know, it's working fine. Are you guys able to see my video?
No, your video is frozen, Vikram.
Oh, that's surprising. I'll do one thing. Let me just switch off my video first, and then we'll try it later.
Yes, it's perfectly fine. Might be issue with Ashwin's network.
Okay, so you
No,
could
I
see
have a
me.
very good Wi-Fi here, and
Wow, I see this. My background is improved.
I have very good Wi-Fi here, and the video doesn't get stuck generally.
Okay.
I think there's a problem with the platform. That's what I was asking Vikram, that why not conduct it on Google Meet or on Zoom, where most of the meetings happen.
I think
And this
Meetup
particular,
is more like a Web3 solution, like alternate for Zoom, right?
Absolutely, you're right. So it can be recorded also on Filecoin. So the Filecoin blockchain allows you to record this video and store it. Of course, you have to pay with Filecoin to use it and access it, and things like
Hmm.
that. So yeah, it's one of those things. Seems to be pretty good. So that's why we're giving him a try because they're also in the crypto space. Of course, people call it Web3 nowadays. Yeah, Sahil. So we were talking about your portfolio. You said you bought your portfolio, your crypto, uh, way before the
My
jump happened this year.
portfolio actually it was the graph, to be honest, was very haywire because I started off knowing only Bitcoin and Ethereum basic stuff, but then eventually I learned stuff. Eventually, now I'm at a place where I obviously this is my first bull run, so I am still learning how to navigate through the space. But yeah, still I'm at a pretty decent position, I would say.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Now that you saw a little rise in your portfolio, were you tempted to sell some?
No, because I entered with the mindset of going through the bull run, right? And the bull run has not even started yet.
When do you think it'll start?
It will start, I think, in or after August.
This year?
Yes, this year.
No, I don't think so. It'll be next year. It may
Oh,
happen a little bit this year, but real bull run will happen in 2025.
I think the peak would be in 2025.
Surely. Yeah. So there is an opportunity for it to grow then because this year's price, if you see, it already touched the previous high. So it is
Hmm.
already doing its 80H this time. And it usually settles that 80H for a few months after that. So I'm thinking this will happen till the end of this year. And maybe end of this year, the bull run may start, or the next year beginning it'll start. And next year
To be
we will
honest,
have a healthy bull run, some 3x to what it
this
is
year,
now.
this bull run, even though it's my first bull run, experiencing this bull run, but I'm still very dicey considering it. Consider that there are two main scenarios I think which might happen. One is this bull run can be the biggest bull run we have ever seen because institutional orders are also coming in after ETF, etc. A lot of order flow is coming in, and the second thing is widespread adoption of blockchain, cryptocurrency, everything. So these are two factors pushing it, but I also think that widespread adoption might bring the whales to sort of the rug pull thing. Mid bull run, expectation might be broken, and people might take their cash out. big whales sort of, which might lead to a shorter bull run.
Yeah, so thing is in crypto, big whales have less brains about crypto. That is, it's proven over the period of 10 years that I've been seeing. So with this less brain, if they want to pull it out, it is up to them. They can pull it out, but crypto is not going to fall. It's in their dreams that they think that the crypto may fall in terms of price. Crypto is not going to fall. If it corrects, it will only go into correction of price. Is not never going to fall because a lot of times people have said that. So if they do a bull rug pull, it's on their the people are going to laugh at them. So they're going to lose out. They could be big players, small players, nobody cares. In crypto, that's something, it's global, and these big players have nothing great to do in crypto. They may have in fiat world, but in crypto world, they're still a small player, even though they think they are investing big in it. Because the spread, the adoption, the network effect is much, much bigger than these few C-type whales that come around in crypto.
The thing is that, according to me, even though I'm understanding this recently, I think the whole concept of blockchain is here to stay. Everyone is, sleeping on Bitcoin, is thinking of it as an asset to invest and get some money, get some cash out. But I think the whole concept is here to stay. It's here for like 20, 30, 50 years. It's not going to go. So
Oh,
that's
it is
what
the
sort of.
future. It is not 20, 30, 50 years. It is the future. It's like how the internet, we will be not living without the internet. We will continue to live with the internet in future. So the upgrade of the internet is blockchain. In internet, we could do information transfer. In blockchain, we are able to do value transfer. It's MOIP, money over internet protocol. So this is an upgrade in blockchain. That is the beauty of what Satoshi built. So if you understand, a lot of people like big players, like you were saying about these big whales, they don't really understand what is crypto. They are using that as an asset only. Most of the times they talk about it as an asset, and of course they do a little bit of trading. But Bitcoin was not built to be an asset or to be a trading tool because we have enough assets in this world. We don't need another asset. There has to be something that is needed, right, to be built and to be get adopted. We needed something which is not there, which is something which is really needed. Uh, Payments is what is really needed, which is has to be decentralized without the need of central party or a central financial institution. Without that, a person sending payment from A to B is what was needed. That's exactly what was written in the white paper. Have you guys read the white paper? Bitcoin white paper?
No, I haven't read it completely. I sort of skim read it sort of.
All you need is the first one line of the Bitcoin abstract, nothing else. There are about 2000 lines. You don't need them. You need only the first two lines. Clearly, if you read the first two lines, it's a P2P electronic cash, peer to peer electronic cash to move from party one to party two without the need of financial institutions. That's all. That is all is Bitcoin and blockchain. People are like, holding on to something else and moving up with the in the ladder in the crypto space. Well, of course, everybody's benefiting with the price, but those who understand the real concept of Bitcoin benefit a lot more if they're building the right tools and right products. So this is what is really needed, right? A payments tool. What we need in India is something like UPI, which we already have. We are using UPI because we use UPI to make instant transactions and cheaper transactions. It is not even cheap, it is free. So that means there is no payment fees that is there. The banks wanted to introduce 25 paise per transaction. Government said not yet, not right now. So even if they had introduced 25 paise is too little, that is fine. Because for a 10 rupee transaction, I'm happy to pay 25 paise. Because in UPI, 10 rupees is the least I use, where people use even for lower maybe. But up to an average of 5 to 10,000 that I use, 25 paise is nothing. I'm ready to pay that. But if you see what other cryptos do in a real on-chain person-to-person transaction, the fees is a little bit higher. So what we talk about in our crypto space is how Bitcoin was till 2014, 15. Bitcoin was almost free. If we had to pay fee, it was our interest. I have paid up to 50,000 satoshis as fee, but 50,000 satoshis at that time when I had to use as fee was costing me very, very little, like 10, 12 rupees. That was nothing. So that's the idea. But sadly, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, they've gone to a fees which is like in the tune of tens and fifteens of dollars.
I heard the last block of Bitcoin mining, before the halving was the last block. The miners earned like 2.4 million.
USD
Yes,
with
USD.
the Bitcoin reward 6.25 Bitcoins plus the fees. Together they earned in millions, is what you're saying?
Yes, 2.4 million.
Okay, 2.4 million divided by 6.25. Actually, if you calculate 6.25, it was around some $60,000, or no, it was more. It was around $70,000. $70,000 into 6.25 is only some $500,000. So the remaining almost 1.9 million came in fees. Maybe amazing. Yeah, it could have been possible because nowadays people do pay a lot of high fee to do their transactions, and because the limitation of the block is there with just 1 MB, people are ready to pay. That's why this RBF was introduced, and that's what is the flaw from what Satoshi introduced. Satoshi introduced FIFO, first in, first out, but in 2017 RBF was introduced, which is replaced by fee. That makes only the rich people come in and play within that 1 MB block. But that's why we have Bitcoin Cash, the split of Bitcoin, which holds the legacy of what Satoshi really wanted to build. The idea was that one chain should support the whole of the world. In terms of one of the idea is if it is about payments, Bitcoin Cash is doing that. If it is about asset, Bitcoin is doing that. If it is about trading tool, all tokens are doing it. If you see, Bitcoin Cash also is an asset, but it's more predominantly very well used for payments because you have one Satoshi per byte. That's a fixed transaction amount, and since it's FIFO, whatever time that you do, your transaction will definitely get into the next block if you're in the queue.
So is Bitcoin Cash sort of an alternative for this, what do you call it, Tether? Is it used as a stable coin or not?
So no, it is not to be used as stablecoin. In stablecoin, what when do you experience bull run? You don't experience bull run in stablecoin.
Hmm.
That's really bullshit. I would never keep more than 0.0001% of my portfolio in stablecoin because stablecoin doesn't allow me to grow it right now, at least. Because I know the bull run is now and the next year. Maybe in 2026, I may put some in stablecoin because then I know the correction will quickly drop the prices, and at that time the stablecoin can help me hold the value. But right now, no, 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 no way. Stable coins are only for those pussies who don't understand crypto's volatility and who fear crypto's volatility too much, and they think that's like the major drawback, which it's actually not. Without volatility, people wouldn't have traded in the first place. And also crypto, when I'm talking about crypto, as in I'm always talking about Bitcoin Cash as ethos and Bitcoin's idea. It has to be instant transaction. When it's an instant transaction, you don't lose any value. So the fluctuation doesn't even come into play. Say I send you, Sahil, some amount, and you are afraid to hold that in crypto, so you can instantly exchange it when you receive it. When I send it is $1,000, whatever that 0.01 BCH or BTC, and when you receive it is exactly the same value because you receive it instantly. If you understand the volatility, you will continue to hold in crypto. If you don't understand, you can quickly instantly change it to fiat. That also is what our company does. Insta Crypto does in fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat exchanges. So you can instantly change and then take your fiat. But yeah, that's what I mean to say. Fiat, the fluctuation is not a threat like a lot of people think. It's just the way how crypto adoption is happening. If you see, US dollar is adopted globally, but still it has a 0.1% of fluctuation or more than that per day. With crypto, it can go up to 10% per day. Sometimes, if you're unlucky, it can go even higher. But the volatility part of it is only going to reduce with time. And the more the adoption, the less the volatility. Because I know how volatility used to be in 2011 when I bought my Bitcoins first. It could go from $1 to $30 and come back to $1.5. That means you could lose up to 96% of your investment. Unlike today, it can drop up to 50% within a week, 10 days, or a month. You can lose up to 50%. But it's only 50%. In 2011, you could lose 96%. That means if you have to put 1 lakh rupees in Bitcoin, it could rally up to 30,000, $30 from 1 to 30. And if you put in money at that time, because most people do that, right? Because of FOMO, fear of missing out, a lot of new people come in and they put in the money only at the time when this peak priced. So when you put in $30 and then when it drops to $1.5, you'd have lost 95 to 96%. That's way higher. But then, of course, the price of Bitcoin was less, so people didn't understand those concepts then. Nowadays, people think the price, because the price is high, people think, oh, you will lose a lot of money. No, in percentage wise, you're actually not losing as much as you used to lose in 10, 12 years ago. That's the future. That's how in future we will lose less because adoption will be more, the network effect will be more. So the fluctuation would correct itself a little bit better.
You know what's that actually has been a part of my strategy in buying Bitcoin at that time. My
Uh-huh.
strategy. This burden has been when people are fearing about buying. That's when I enter.
Got it. Absolutely. That must be the peak of bear market.
Yes,
Yeah.
when
But
people
you
are
have to
about.
have balls in that. So you have one. You know, people don't do that. People because people don't understand. 99% of the people don't understand the real concept of Bitcoin, and they think because it's dropped in this tip of bear market, they think okay now it's dead. Might as well not put money. But yes, only a few who understand the system has the courage will put in money.
The funniest thing
But
I.
Vikram here, Vikram,
Go
but
on,
I
Ashwin.
started investing for the FTX crash. I started investing even before the FTX crash. I started putting, going by the DCA method on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then this FTX crash happened.
Yeah.
So that time, the only question I had was even Vault, a very famous crypto exchange, that also crashed. Many people have
Which is
their
what is
money.
famous crypto exchange? FTX.
No, FTX crashed and Vault.
What?
If you remember, there
I've
was
not even heard of it,
Singapore.
man. See, these exchanges
Yeah.
make it look like they are big and they are big and big investments come in, but they have no experience. So I don't believe that they are big in terms of at any level.
The
They're
thing
just
is,
another exchange.
most people don't understand the concept of A booking, B booking too. They get into centralized exchanges and they get A book, B book, and all their money is swiped up, and they are left with heartbroken.
Absolutely. Sahil, you said one great point. Did you hear what Sahil said? He said centralized exchanges. If you put your money in centralized exchanges, 90% of your people, whoever has their money in their centralized exchange, forget about your Bitcoin. You may not receive your Bitcoin back. Take it out today and put it in a wallet which gives you a seed phrase. A wallet, it is non-custodial. How do we know that? When you download a wallet from your Play Store or from iOS, as soon as you load your wallet, it'll give you a seed phrase, or it'll even ask you, do you already have one or do you need a fresh one? If you already have from another wallet, you can use the same seed phrase. It's a 12-word seed phrase. If you don't have it, click on new and then it'll tell you write down the seed phrase. Make sure you write down in a piece of paper with your own hands and keep it away from your phone. If you take a screenshot, it'll stay in your phone, it'll lose again. Means if you lose your phone, you should not lose your funds. Your phone worth is only 1 lakh rupees. Your funds could be 1 crore rupees. One Bitcoin will touch 1 crore very, very easily next year. We will cross 1 crore. So that means if you have one Bitcoin, your Bitcoin is much more like 100 times more value than your phone. So you should make sure that your wallet that you are holding is safe. You write down the seed phrase, you keep it where you keep your jewelry and your valuables. If you lose your phone or if your phone is lost or corrupted, stolen, you can use those seed phrase that you've written down on the piece of paper. Open a new same wallet in another phone. It'll ask you again, do you have a seed phrase or do you want a new one? So now that you have one, which you've written it down, put that seed phrase and your old balance will come back and you will be having your crypto. You will should not lose your crypto along with your phone. It's the same thing for all the centralized exchanges. People hold in centralized exchange means you're giving your crypto handover to somebody else. They are in control. If they lose it on your behalf, you lose it, you will never get it. It is the history has shown it. FTX has shown it. All that other exchanges you're talking about have shown it. Nobody has given back funds of the people. Most of the times, and this is from my experience, and I know most of the times the hacking happens from internal sabotage. People get greedy, people lose their mind, and then they leak information. So your cryptos are lost because of the owner doesn't even know how to secure them. So these things easily happen, and sometimes the owner of the exchange they themselves steal your crypto. It's happened in the past. So to make sure that your crypto is safe, try and keep a little bit at least to start with in your self custody. And once you are confident and happy about it, start moving your funds and keep it. Until unless you don't do daily trading or a regular traders, don't keep it in any exchanges.
But there are a host of other things that comes along with an exchange. For example, staking. So you'll have to put it on your spot wallet and then start doing the staking. That is one part. Second is I trade on futures. So once again, I will have to keep it on the exchange itself. Third is which decentralized exchange should I trust, because there are a whole lot of them and there are in many different blockchains. I don't understand the space completely. That is the
So you
biggest
understood the
problem.
one point that I said? Start with that one point slowly and steadily. That is self-custody. You are trading, of course, you don't want to trade everything that you have. Keep some of it in the trading platform. Start holding it in your own custody. That's when you will learn, and that teaches you a lot of it. Holding crypto in others' custody teaches you nothing. Hold it to yourself, it teaches you a lot of things. It teaches you how easy it is to send and receive from your own wallet, how easy it is to secure your own crypto. There are many things. Staking, you know what you said of staking? Staking has only been there since what, 5 years? But since 10 years, there is some other word which is famous. It's called HODL. Have you guys heard of it? HODL?
Yes.
Do you know what the full form of it, Sal?
I thought it's just an abbreviation, a sort of fun thing for hold.
Yes, hold on to your dear life. It is called HODL, HODL, and HODL is like very new word, and it's a very specific to crypto. Only crypto guys have made this happen, and it may get into dictionary too. But this is a very important word. We just say it simply while laughing on it. But HODL means that you hold your own crypto and you hold on to it till it is like a nice bull run time into 2025. If you want to sell and make some fiat gains out of it. But then if you think you can do staking better and you think you can make more money out of staking, there is a 50% chance that you may lose your crypto too. So there, your risk may be, your reward will be a little bit better, but the risk is much higher. If you hodl, it's in you, it is with you, and the rewards are much better. The risk is quite low because it's in your own custody, and automatically crypto always grows. And it's in my experience that I can tell you this is not the one time or two times. Like Sahil was telling me, I may be sitting on shitloads of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. But no, I'm not. It's because since 2013 onwards, I've been investing in projects. Because I bought it in 2011, for me, 2013 bull run was a time when I wanted to liquidate. I invested in mining, learned about mining. We imported ASIC. We built an exchange. I built an exchange called UnoCoin. The UnoCoin is still happening. It's my baby since 2013. I used my Bitcoin to build that. Then I built a platform called Try Bitcoin for cash. Then I built a platform now that I'm using recently and I'm flourishing. Like the one that's really happening well is InstaCrypto. And InstaCrypto is a non-custodian. We do not hold people's custody of Bitcoin. We don't want to hold it. It is a platform where you come in and put your address, your wallet address, and you make a purchase with your fiat. You receive your crypto directly in your wallet. And if you're going to send someone some crypto, you put in their address and feed in the equivalent fiat, and that person will receive the crypto. So this is the way the platform works. And with all these platforms that I made happen, we've used crypto. If I had not to use crypto and I have to hold on to it, I may have made more money. So even I lost it on the hodl part. So you got to hodl it, not just keep it in exchanges. If you have it, if you're not using it for your any trading, try and take it out.
So Insta Crypto is like an exchange.
It is an exchange. It's a fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat exchange. It's an instant non-custodial exchange. That means when you put in your fiat also, we don't hold your fiat and allow you to trade. It's just that whatever fiat you put in, you should have put in an equivalent to some crypto, and which crypto you want, you would have provided us your address also, crypto address. Whatever fiat you deposit, you will get that crypto equivalent instantly into your wallet. So it's just an instant swap, and not a crypto to crypto swap, but it's a crypto to fiat swap for
Does it
Indian.
support INR yet?
I'm sorry, go on.
Does it support INR yet?
Yes, it only supports INR. We are based out of India. We are private limited in India. So it is only for Indian users. I cannot support any other country because we're not registered in that country and we do not hold any bank accounts in that country. So we cannot allow you to send in any other currency other than INR.
That's that was the biggest issue I had starting out because I was researching about centralized exchanges only because I was new to crypto. So I had come down to Kraken, if you know.
Yes?
I thought it was a very safe, more reliable option among the centralized exchanges. So when I tried to put my money there, it was asking in dollar. How do I do this? Then I what I did was get a Phantom wallet and get a Mudrex wallet. Mudrex wallet accepts INR, and I sent crypto from Mudrex wallet to Phantom wallet. There was a
Okay.
whole lot of going from here and there.
Chain reaction you went through. Okay, okay. You had to do so much work to get that happen. I understand because it's not an easy where your easy place to get your crypto directly. Yeah, most people do that. Few exchanges in the world which you want a safe place to trade or to hold a little bit, not too much also, is bitstamp.net. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. That's a good platform that I would recommend. I would not recommend any other. Maybe a little bit of Coinbase, but because Coinbase is based out of US, I have very little hope on them because US government and SEC can come and probe their ass anytime and take out all our funds through their ass. So I only keep
But
like
can
some.
you
Go on, Ashwin.
buy cryptos using Coinbase from using INR, or how do you like can
So when I
deposit your
used
INR and
Coinbase
get
in
it?
2013, 14, so it is 10 years ago. I don't know now how you can use it. I think Coinbase has a non-custodial, non-wallet also where it gives you seed phrase. That wallet you can hold, but not a Coinbase exchange. Coinbase exchange has got too much limitations nowadays. In 2016 itself, they started, not give you your crypto instantly. Nowadays, it takes 2 months, 56 days for you to get your crypto when you pay in Coinbase. So that means you transferred your funds. I do it in 56 seconds in InstaCrypto, and Coinbase takes 56 days. You deposit dollars into Coinbase, you trade and you exchange it to Bitcoin, and in your Coinbase custodial wallet, it shows X amount of Bitcoin, but that Bitcoin is not with you still till for 56 days. That means if you try to withdraw, it will tell you wait for 56 days, only then you can withdraw. So that's the limitations US will put on you because US shits in their pants looking at Bitcoin. In the name of Satoshi, they get nightmares, Federal Reserve employees. So they cannot handle this thing, and SEC is their only hope. They hold on to SEC and they're like, oh, bring these guys down. So what SEC did was they put all these regulations on Coinbase in the US. And if you're from New York, so if you're providing a New York KYC, you may not even get an account in Coinbase. So you will not be even allowed to experience Bitcoin if you're from New York and if you're a newcomer. So that pathetic it can get to if you are in the city of Federal Reserve.
Because this is like a biggest threat to the federal government, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve, because till now they were absorbing other countries' wealth to trade manipulations and financial manipulations, fiat your currency manipulations and currency forex exchange manipulations. So now with Bitcoin they cannot do any of that. So they will not have an edge over other people other than other countries. So they are in that dilemma how to kill Bitcoin.
I
I have
wanted to share
shared
an
my
interesting.
cryptos in Coin BCX in India. I
Sure.
think that is the biggest one. I think it is working relatively okay, and even the UI UX is good. But their customer executive sucks. That's another part. But yeah, that. But with the FTX crash, I was thinking like, whatever deposit that I'm doing in Coinbase, will it is it going to even sustain and stay? That's why I stopped depositing, doing DCA of Bitcoin at that particular time. But once it started rising a little bit, I started putting in more money. But I should have put in a lot more, which I put in recently when the Bitcoin was around 45 to 50,000. That's when
USD.
yeah, USD. I took my majority of my positions, like more than 50%. I should have taken it long time back. But that was the fear that I had, that I will lose my cryptos, and I had like I didn't have any idea about decentralized exchanges, this and that, because it was all too confusing for me when I was a newcomer.
No, I won't blame
Uh,
you because if you're a newcomer, it takes years to get into crypto to understand completely. It took me 2 years to just to get into Bitcoin in terms of buying into it. So it's not an easy thing at all. Well, we have a group of people here. Hi, Adi and your team. It's nice to have you guys on the meetup.
Sorry to
And I can see
interrupt.
Saurabh also.
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks a lot.
nice, nice, nice.
Hi. So we are all in
Zoe House?
coffee and crypto.
I'm sorry, coffee and crypto?
Yes, yes.
Oh, beautiful. Like, it's been a long time I went there. So this is the place, Coffee and Crypto in Bangalore, where they accept cryptocurrency for your coffee and snacks. They started off with BCH. They now accept BCH and other cryptos too. But BCH is what is easily accepted, so they're taking that. Oh, it's nice to see you guys there, man.
Yeah, so we are just having a small Bitcoin Cash meetup here. Guys, this is Vikram, this is the founder of India's first ever Bitcoin exchange.
Hi, hi, guys. Hey, nice to meet you all.
Yes.
So,
Do
yeah,
you have any online events in Bangalore?
yes, we have physical events in Bangalore once a month, and I had no idea about this one that's happening here, but it's good to see. There's more meetups happening in Bangalore, not just that I know of.
Because I worked in Bangalore for last 3 years. Just now I came back to Mumbai,
Okay.
but I was in Bangalore for last 3 years, and I used to stay in behind I am Bangalore. Where do these meetups happen?
Oh, it happens in almost all places. South Bangalore, Indira Nagar, and in MG Road, which is Church Street, Coffee Day, and near Hebbal, which is north of Bangalore. The idea is
Oh,
to have it in more places so that people can come. We have it once. We used to have it once a week. Now it's only once a month, and once a month is an online one.
see.
Hey, it's cool, man. So yeah, Sahil, you were saying something about the. I
I
missed
was
that.
sharing a thing, a story. So basically, today I attended an event, right? And this founder was a guest who was called there. He built a startup called Miss Call Pay, right? So the concept was that Google Pay and all is used for tier one and tier two cities at max.
Yes.
Tier three places and people like rickshaw drivers, etc. They don't understand all this as much. So the barrier to entry for them is a little bit higher. So what he created was everyone used to do missed call before Geo. They use the same concept to be able to make payments. So you make a missed call on a number and then you are able to pay and all that. So what I asked him was, everyone asking how did you get started? What I asked him was simple question. Do you think CBDCs and mass adoption of cryptocurrencies are a threat or a potential barrier obstacle to your business? And he said, we are courier wale. We are the CBDCs and crypto is threat to fiat currencies. We are courier wale लोग हम सिर्फ पैसा इधर से उधर करते हैं.
So that means those are which is like the Hawala guys, or they're
हवाला
trying to be
guys.
digital Hawala.
Ha, right. They are trying to be the digital one. But after he said the answer, I immediately knew he doesn't understand crypto because mass adoption of crypto would be challenged to fiat. If no one is using fiat in the first place, how are you going to transfer money from here to there? He gave me the answer that we are courier wale log. As long as there is exchange of money, we'll be in business. Bro doesn't understand. So my point is, even big founders who have, Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation से इनको awards मिले, ऐसे लोग भी don't understand crypto
No,
अभी
they
तक.
don't. They don't because they have completely lost. It's not easy to understand the concept of what was built by Satoshi. So even today, a lot of people who like Satoshi, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency, they may not understand the fine detailed concept. The concept is to make payments and settlements without anybody's help. Like even when you said about this founder group, he is also the mediator to move money from A to B. Even he is not needed in crypto. That's the beauty of it. But the way Satoshi built was that it should be directly from A to B without anybody in between. And he clearly says that in the first line of the abstract of white paper, without the need of financial institutions, because that's where then the issue will start. If we have to pay one of them as the fee to these guys. Instead, you pay a network fee which is predictable, and then the network fee means any computer which is supporting this particular transaction will just get the fees. It's like the miner; whoever wins the block wins the mining fees too. So that's how it should be. It should not be controlled and demanded by a middle person. Then, if the middle person thinks there's too much traffic, then he will say, "Oh, give me a higher fee. If you give me a high fee, then only I'll move your money." Or if he says, I don't like your face, we don't like to move your money, but I like to move only Sahil's money. I don't want to be discriminated like that. That can also happen. And that's where Ethereum is going towards nowadays, I see. Because Ethereum is moving from it's already moved from proof of work to proof of stake. In proof of stake, it's actually giving that power back to those people who hold a higher number of Ethereum to now take charge of these transactions. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Why did they even do that? They were not able to scale their payments network. Means the transactions when they were going high, the fees went up to 1,000 US dollars in 2017. When that happened, they were pretty shocked. They said, "Fuck, people are paying fees up to $1,000. That's just too much." This was when 2018 to 17, 18 Ethereum bull run, and at that time they said we want to scale anyhow, and they thought this was one of the good ideas. But then they completely ruined the base and ethos of cryptocurrency being free from any controls. They put it back into a control of few people, which is proof of staking. I'm luckily Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, they work still on proof of work and UTXO model. UTXO model is much better than the account system of Ethereum again. Because in an account and wallet system of Ethereum, if I take two different transactions on two different addresses of mine, I cannot club them and send them. Unlike Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, it's a UTXO model. In a UTXO model, any number of transactions I get, all these UTXOs club and then I become one wallet and then I can send as one wallet. Maybe sometimes the fees are a little higher, but not like Ethereum. In Ethereum, if I get two transactions like that, first of all, I cannot club them. I have to send out each of them individually. So I'm paying two fees automatically. And also in Ethereum, there is some dust that stays back. So that means a small amount of crypto stays back in the wallet. How does that happen? I'll tell you what it is. It's a very stupid system in that in Ethereum. When you try and do on-chain transaction, you only have say $100. You're trying to push $100 away, and then the fees at that time was $5. So you can only send $95. The $5 is fee, but then you can reduce the fee. By reducing the fee and taking the transaction delayed transaction, you can pay only $2. That means $3 you saved. Will that $3 get added onto the 95 and become 98? No, it doesn't. So the amount that you can still send is 95, and the fees taken is $3, $2. Remaining $3 remains in the wallet. How stupid is that? And that $3 you cannot even use, because then again, when you're trying to use, you're trying to send $1 with $2 fee. That makes no sense. So you don't want to just use it. You just leave it as dust. So this is the problem with Ethereum based chain for competing in the world like UPI. I'm not comparing like to like with UPI for the sake of being centralized or not, because UPI is a centralized system, but it is helping a community like India. It is helping India to make instant and quick transactions, cheaper transactions for small amounts, and it is helping the economy grow. But in the Western world, nobody has these kind of facilities.
But
There,
that's a challenge for India, right? I think mass adoption of cryptocurrency in India will be only comfortable when even tier three places are comfortable with stuff like UPI in the first place.
yes, yes. They're only now getting into UPI. They may not get into crypto that easily, but I don't mind CBDC coming in between. Why do I need CBDC coming in between? That because CBDC may help people understand crypto a little better. Why? Why do I say that? If you know the difference between CBDC and UPI, in UPI we need a bank account. In CBDC we can work without a bank account also. So that means all you need is a phone CBDC wallet, and you store some 500,000 rupees in your 10,000 rupees in your CBDC wallet, and you can send it to another CBDC guy who just has a wallet and doesn't have a bank account. And you, as a person who's sending, also don't need to have a bank account to send. But with UPI, you have to send UPI with the backing of a bank account. But CBDC is again centralized, but at least it doesn't require you to have a bank account.
Vikram bhai, I would like to disagree because I have a very strong negative opinion of CBDCs.
Tell me, tell me.
Because the first and the foremost thing, they are programmable.
Yes.
That makes me hate it to my guts. I cannot hate anything more than CBDCs, the concept of CBDCs.
It's
If
a
something is
programmable.
programmed,
So you're saying governments can program, and
yes,
they will tell you this CBDC of 1,000 rupees that I'm giving you is like a voucher. It will only last you for 1 month. Finish it in 1 month, otherwise they'll become zero. It's nothing
oh,
new.
exactly.
That's
But
nothing new. That is
that
not a
too,
fear.
how is
In
that not a
in
fear?
banks they do that already. I mean, it may not be happening in Indian banks. Banks control money so much is equivalent to how programmable the CBDC is in the Western countries. Banks can come and tell you to take your money out. We don't like the way you're spending your money. Do you know that? In the UK, they've done it, and they've done it to a person called I forgot his name. I'll tell you. He's equal to Nitin Gadkari. He's a minister in the UK government, but the banks don't like him, and nobody can stop that. Banks can do whatever the f they want. They don't care if you're even the queen, because banks have more power than the royal family there. So this way, CBDC comes in the country. Nothing new. CBDC is also controlling same as your banks. But CBDC at least allows people to get into my financial system through their phone wallets without experiencing bank account. That will teach
I'll
them
tell
better
you.
for getting into crypto. Go on.
I'll tell you one more downside about
Go on. Yeah,
CBDCs.
yeah.
Programmable aspect now, CBDCs can also be programmed for a particular use. Like in CBDC's ka scenario, if let's say my dad, if he as a child, if he was giving money to me, now if he's sharing CBDC to me, if he is sharing that for me to buy some clothes, I cannot buy a coffee with that money.
It's only for clothes. You can
This
only
is a
sell on
very
Amazon.in.
yes,
Yes.
this is a very small example. But let's say if people like farmers are getting grants from government in the form of CBDCs, they can do nothing with that money apart from
Buying urea.
spend it on.
If the government says this money is for urea, it is for urea. Yes. See, there is advantages and disadvantages in that. The advantage is to increase the specific economic growth through what the government wants you to grow into. In banks, what is happening is they're not even a government. They're not even your chosen people. See, chosen people means they should have some balls to talk to you and support you against third party. Say your dad will hold more balls for you. They'll say, Sahil is my son. I'll fucking do anything, right? Your dad will say that to your neighbor. That is the beauty that we want. But the banks don't do that. Banks here are doing something else. So CBDC has got a lot of flaws. Whatever that you said is absolutely true. If you go into bitrefill.com today, Bitrefill allows you to buy anything and everything on for cryptocurrency. I can pay in my Ethereum, buy Starbucks voucher. But the sad part is, it is like CBDC. I can only use in Starbucks because that voucher is limited to Starbucks, isn't it? But if you
Mm.
see in Bitrefill, have you seen? Open the page now. Bitrefill has got fucking endless,
Yes,
endless things that you can
Amazon,
buy.
PhonePe, Flipkart, Google Pay, Make My Trip, Swiggy Money, everything.
Everything. I've traveled international. I bought international sims, international data cards. That is like just small one thing I'm talking about. I have bought
These guys
enough
also have
sims on it.
Zomato.
But have you seen? You cannot just buy one thing and use it for all of those. You have to individually buy for one month. So we are already experiencing that. That is what you're telling me CBDC will become. That is the fear that you're creating about CBDC, but it is actually not a fear. It's a way of how economic growth may want to be directed by the producers of CBDC or the controllers of CBDC will be the Indian government. But that is a threat to the bank themselves. Banks don't like it already. Banks are the ones who are delaying CBDC to come out because then the bank accounts become irrelevant. The banks cannot handle that fact. But anyway, that part that CBDC will help crypto is just one side of it, which I like that side because then people understand that they don't need to have anything and they get more confidence on wallet apps that can just hold financial tools in your phone without any bank. Because today, if I tell you, yes, hold my crypto, hold this crypto in your phone and just stays on your crypto, no bank is supporting this. They're in a fear. They're in a state that, oh, who should I ask if something happens? Will the bank going to help me? No. Why are you using that word bank again and again? But that's drilled into our people's head. Bank and money is synonyms there. But that's what CBDC will break, with my opinion.
But maybe because I have sort of a paranoid approach towards all these things.
No, it's a fair approach. You still knew, at least you understand these concepts. People don't even understand these concepts. What is what and what is how, and those kind of things. When somebody says programmable money, 99% of the people will just like turn their head and they'll say, oh, something they said, it is because it's tech. But no, you understand the concept. The programmable money means somebody can treat the money in the way that they like it, not like the way that we like it, the ones who are holding it.
It
It
is
is
sort of a scary thing, right? And that's why I'm very anti-establishment personality. I
of
refuse
course, of
everything
course.
about this.
The idea of
That's what
crypto only
makes me
started because of
attract.
anti-establishment.
Exactly, exactly. That's what brought me closer towards crypto, even though there's 30% tax, वगैरह वगैरह.
Digressing from this point, I wanted to ask a very simple question. If I have to get any airdrop and I'm farming an airdrop, let's say by doing playing some games, etc., I have connected that wallet while I'm playing that game. Can I disconnect my wallet and still get the airdrop, or is it like I have to
Depends on
always
how the
keep it
airdrop
connected?
system is set. If they are happy to deliver it to you to your address, they will just ask you somewhere to deposit your address and put that address there, a receiving address of your MetaMask or any wallet. If it has to be connected, if that's the way the system is built by them, you have to be staying connected. Otherwise, their funds will not reach you.
but they had not mentioned anything. I played a game called a Cyclics, which was there last month, and I earned a lot of points. And I also kept my wallet connected to it 24 hours, but I still didn't get anything. I mean, like,
No, this is not an easy system. Especially the things that you're talking about are something new, newly built. The developers of these are doesn't understand Bitcoin. They may have not even read the white paper. So what they're doing, they're purely building something which is advantageous to them. They're not giving you anything. They just, in the name of airdrop and bullshit and things like that, they actually took a lot of time of yours, making you do something, play your game or things like that. But they're in an advantageous position. They may have used your time slot or your time amount or your time stamping units to their advantage. And you may get some airdrops which eventually will have no value to in the future, because these people, they know exactly when to dump and then exit. These are all exit scams. Well, of course, some do well, but the risk is very high in any new concept and any new token, any new system that comes out. I don't believe in it until unless they become big. I may lose out. Sometimes people say, oh, new tokens give you 1000x within a week and things like that. Yes, that is a high reward, but high reward comes with high risk. So I wouldn't want to go into it because I don't have so much time to involve myself into finding out what they're doing. If I had so much time and I find out, then I may invest with some knowledge. But the knowledge comes with time, and I don't have that time. I've already done that in my Bitcoin time and Bitcoin space. So I continue to, go on with the legacy coins. And I know legacy coins has better stability than any new tokens that have come around. So that way, with new tokens, I've not even heard of that particular game that you told me.
and I tried reaching out to them on Twitter as well. I asked them that question with a direct message, with tagging their particular handle on my post, but they didn't even reply to
They
my
will
messages.
not, because it's not in their interest to sit and waste time on you. They are centralized systems. Bitcoin is not a centralized system, it's a decentralized system. The crypto concept that started in 2008 with white paper of Bitcoin was to tell you that we are moving out of centralized to decentralized. It's why the first 1.5, 2 years, there were like so many 200 to 500 people who supported from Cyberpunk Group and many smart people around the world. When the value of Bitcoin was zero for 2 years or 1.5 years, why were they supporting it? Because they understood the concept. The concept is more valuable. If you understand, then money makes no difference. Like the value of the crypto makes no difference. Like people say, oh, Bitcoin price is dropped or Bitcoin cash price is low. Why are you still using it? It doesn't matter. When I was using Bitcoin to make payments, when Bitcoin price was $8, when I bought my Bitcoins, it was a little less than $8 I bought my Bitcoins for on bitcointalk.org. That's the forum where everybody used to meet, all the Bitcoins used to meet till 2013. It's been hijacked by the CIA and the Federal Reserve now. Those forums doesn't help any people. You will not get any good information out of it. But earlier, that was the platform. We used to buy and sell on that platform. So the
So looking
concept
from your
came.
narrative,
Sorry, go on. Go on.
looking from a narrative, you are like you are for the decentralized crypto coins that exist. So apart from Bitcoin, which are the best crypto coins which are decentralized, which are challenging the fiat money that exists in Web3,
So
or the
let me start with on-chain transactions, which are challenging the financial system, like you asked me. The first and the best one is Bitcoin Cash. Then comes Litecoin. Then comes many other, which I don't want to name them because they are not of any use to me in India, like those coins which are non-trackable like Monero. I don't support them, because if you're trying to use a money system for doing something right things in economic growth, you don't need anonymous coins. You need a trackable coin. So that's why I talk about Bitcoin Cash at the top, Litecoin. Then there are a few like, of course, Bitcoin comes off after that, but Bitcoin's price is a little high, so they cannot be used as UPI. UPI means you're using it every day. What is American Express? American Express is once in a month. You take your girlfriend out to a five-star hotel. You don't want to pay there in UPI if you have American Express. You want to splash that card, right? You want to flash in front of her that you're paying with Amex. So you would want to use that. You want to pay a higher fee. Don't mind paying higher fee that day. So like that, Bitcoin is used by me once a month, but remaining 30 days, maybe 200, 500 transactions a month, I'm using Bitcoin Cash. So, and I'm using Litecoin too, but I have reduced using Litecoin now. But if you see in 2011, 12, 13, in Pirate Bay, Litecoin and Bitcoin are the only two coins that was accepted. They were never to accept any other centralized coins. Your what was the centralized coin then?
Ripple.
It was XRP,
Yeah, Ripple. Yeah.
Ripple. That was the centralized coin from 2011. But we knew it was centralized coin. We never used it. XRP split and became Stellar also now. I think half and half. So nobody uses those. If you understand Bitcoin, why would you use those? So the idea you understand, right? When UPI came, nothing like UPI was there. Credit cards were there. They did not bring another credit card. Indian people were at least smart enough to say that we needed something beyond card on a phone, instantly sent and received for no fee. They brought out UPI. That's why it is popular. Is exactly why Bitcoin also came at that time. We have centralized systems. Centrally, a lot of people are minting money. 200 different countries today mint their own currency. 199 of them is waste of currency, paper. Only one US dollar, which controls all the remaining 199. Why do you even need the 199? But we still do it. So that means we have unwanted centralized currencies. Exactly why we have so many unwanted cryptocurrencies, centralized and launched by one person, one party, one group. They hold the numbers, high numbers. They pre-mine it, give you 10 out of the 10 trillion that they printed. You think your 10 is really great because you got a free airdrop, but your 10 is worthless. It doesn't even get to any even 1 cent in value because their high number is 10 trillion. So the concept itself is flawed. First of all, it's flawed because it's a centralized system, and they flaw it even more by the number of coins that they mint and the way they distribute the minted currencies too. So if you don't look at all these things, it's a waste of time. But if you look at it also, it's a waste of time. So I don't even go into those concepts. Decentralized systems are no more. It started in 2009 as Bitcoin, split into Bitcoin Cash now. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, the two main ones. Just follow those things. You will succeed in life.
So to transfer one Bitcoin cash from, let's say, from me to you, how much gas fees or the
It's
intermediary
around
on-chain
5 to
fees
10
does it
paise
take?
in Indian rupee. It's less than 1 cent. You can do up to 20 transactions or 10 transactions in 1 cent, US cent. So that's pretty low. And it's a fixed price. It's one Satoshi per byte. Anything more than that, it's up to you. You can pay. The miners will get more. But to make sure your transaction happens instantly, it is one Satoshi per byte. And for one Satoshi per byte being a fixed and predictable amount of fees, all your DAOs work on it very nicely. So what is the basic system of a DAO? Decentralized autonomous organization in fiat in your financial system is an escrow. Say now Sahil is escrow. I want to send money to Ashwin. When I'm sending money to Ashwin, I've never met Ashwin. I'm not going to send money to Ashwin without Ashwin sending me the fiat first. But Ashwin is not going to send me fiat because he also has never met me. So who sends the money first? There's always a doubt. There's always, because if it is about 1 lakh rupees transfer, I'm not going to do it first. I want you to do it first. But you're not going to do it first. You say you do it first. So that roadblock is there. In this roadblock, Sahil comes as a helpful man because we both know Sahil, and we tell, okay, I tell you Ashwin, do you know Sahil? And you, Ashwin, you say, yeah, I know him. He's my mutual friend on Facebook. I know him. So I say, even he's my mutual friend. So since we both know him, let us make Sahil an escrow. So I send Sahil the 1 lakh worth of Bitcoin. Then Sahil will tell you, Ashwin, yeah, man, I received this 1 lakh worth of Bitcoin. I'll forward it to you if you send the money. Then you will send the rupees to me. As soon as I receive the rupees, I'll tell Sahil, dude, I received the rupees. Then Sahil will send the Bitcoin to you. So what Sahil became was an escrow. He's a human escrow right now. When a DAO comes in play, it's a decentralized autonomous escrow which no human is controlling. So how does this work? Right now, for this to work, only Bitcoin Cash can make this work. I will send the Bitcoin Cash on the DAO with 2, 3 fees paid because it's predictable and it is instant and it is cheap transaction. I can make 3 fees. So I make 1 fee to send that on chain to the DAO. And now that you send me your fiat, the DAO will release the thing to you and you will get your money on chain. So the second fee was paid by DAO to move that Bitcoin Cash from there to you. And the third fee is for DAO to hold that little bit of fee that it makes. It makes maybe 1% of the fee. It's like in this case, Sahil could have asked us, oh, I will take 1% of this cut, 1,000 rupees out of this 1 lakh. So how did he take the money? He'll just keep that in his account and he'll give you 1 lakh, 1,000 NES and 99,000 rupees worth of Bitcoin to you. But in the DAO case, it has to send it to its owner's wallet, whoever has built the DAO, built that smart contract. So to send it to the owner's wallet, it takes a third fee. So all three fees paid means I paid 30 paise, 10 paise per transaction. And since it's predictable, it can complete the transaction can complete in 3 days time. Still in 3 days time, the fees is still predictable and is exactly the same. So the transaction got completed. So the real use case DAO came into play with only something like Bitcoin Cash. And this is just one part I'm telling you. And bigger part is when there is a job to be done by 10 developers, each has a different job. And all 10 developers, I will pay fees to by 10 fees or 11 fees on the Bitcoin Cash, and that the DAO will hold that. As soon as you produce a job to me and I'm satisfied with it, the your contract will tell you one on-chain transaction fee. Whichever condition you were supposed to get paid, you get paid, and the fee is paid. You may be delivering the product to me in 1 week or 1 month. That means I have to put the money 1 month before. This is when you start doing the work. Because if the smart contract doesn't say that the Bitcoin Cash is free, you're not going to start work. On what basis will you start work? Only because the fund is sitting there and you understand this contract, you will say, okay, the fund is sitting there, I will finish this job, send it to its owner, and it will get economics. And that is these are the features of contracts. And I'm talking about real contracts. I'm not talking about people sitting building shitloads of systems like Solana and bullshit here and there. Real
That's
contracts.
a very big problem
Sorry, go on.
today. That has become a very big problem. The reason why cryptocurrencies are being looked as a joke is because of these cartoon coins and rug pulls and meme coins. वगैरह. People are thinking this is some kind of joke. It's not.
It is. It is. These jokes have been made man-made. A lot of Federal Reserve, CIA agents sit there. They push these narratives for people to get busy with it, and then they spend all their time. If I take away your time, then you have nothing in your brain. That's exactly what they're doing. They're giving you less and less of time. What is education system? It is just that so that you keep yourself busy. You spend too much time indulging other things and learn about it. Why do I say that? I have friends from UK, London. I used to live there. I lived there in London for 7 years of my life. But when I meet a friend who's passed out of LSE, London School of Economics, he has zero knowledge about economics. Who the fuck has zero knowledge about economics after passing out from London School of Economics? It's because he's
Really?
busy. He was so busy being a bookworm. He just doesn't understand the real economics. Because it's not just in India. The number of people build economics. If there are more people, there is more economic growth. That is the basic bottom line of it. People will build economics. Why? Also because LSE teaches you bullshit like the top the top person of the financial world today is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. And JP Morgan Chase, you know them. The whole financial system, whole education system, whole pharma system came from people like them.
Jamie Dimon.
Jamie Dimon. That's true. So what does Jamie Dimon tell you every time when he talks about Bitcoin?
He tells that Bitcoin is shit, right?
Yes, that's one thing. He says in this world there will never ever be any financial stability. This is the concept that Trump believes in. There's an arrogant Trump who says in this world there will never be economic stability. All people will be poor.
Also, ironically, I,
But then JP
ironically,
Morgan
JP
Chase,
Morgan files.
they themselves invest in bitcoins. So, thinking about Web3 solutions, what are the kinds of businesses that can be built only on Web3? So, for example, payment systems. Payment systems. No, no, I'm talking about businesses which cannot exist in Web 2 or Web 1. Definitely not in Web 1, but not in Web 2 also, can only be built in Web 3. What are the kinds of such kind of businesses and tokens that are being coined? So why did they build it on Bitcoin Cash? Why didn't they build it on Bitcoin Cash if it is equally secure? So how do you see this kind of play to earn or play to learn kind of new narratives that are coming into place, which is only possible in Web3? How do their tokenomics work, and what is the liquidity? How do they inject liquidity when everything, even if you learn something, how do you get tokens for that? How does it work? Yes. Yeah. Bitcoin. Okay.
100 million.
So what if it is decentralized? So according to you, there is only two or three coins that are there: Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, which you should invest in crypto. All other assets are just.
But crypto trading now, it's a very weird space. You need to be stay on Twitter all the time because you don't know when some sort of news. Exactly. I am learning forex currently, but forex is a very different space since so many people, so much liquidity. So it does have a sort of decentralized sort of feel to it because There's no one market maker who is just doing everything. That brings an effect of exactly. So you
But
can
these
have the
crypto
right.
businesses, do you see one difference in these crypto businesses and the crypto owners? Every one of them is in Twitter, every one of them is in Discord, and all these channels, they give you airdrops, that give you free tokens, this and that. Do you see any centralized businesses like Amazon or Flipkart doing this? Do they come on social media every time talking about this? No, only these crypto people do this.
But Ashwin, bhai, I would like to also add that a new factor has also been coming into the market that now businesses, especially startups, are bending towards a community sort of market. Even normal businesses in today's time, most businesses and creators, everyone is building communities. The attention is shifting from social media to now communities. First, it was like you had one creator and everyone used to, "Arey, even I know this creator, even I know this creator." Now it's more like, "Arey, मैं भी इसके Discord में." There is a whole shift in the people's mindset too. So even that is a factor to be considered. Plus, they also have to answer Sequoia and BlackRock. I
But
I,
this
I
concept
recently
of money printing that is happening in the US, they are going on printing money and going on taking debt, and that debt is being transported to the entire world because every other currency is anyway linked to US dollars.
I think BRICS was trying to create a cryptocurrency. Is inclined to do it? That exactly. That puts people like us in a very weird place too, because the concept of BRICS is an anti-establishment thing against USD, but people like
But
us.
I do not understand the economics behind, like, if US is printing a lot of dollars, how in India are we facing the inflation because of that? I mean, I am not getting the economics. Hmm. Yeah. Yes. It must be the American banks, maybe somewhere. Okay, yeah. But yeah, the Federal. Yeah,
We recently the US government hit the credit limit. What is that called? Credit ceiling. Almost it hit the
ah,
credit ceiling. Debt ceiling. By
yeah, they raised it.
if
They raised it.
अरे but luckily time पे luckily
The Federal Reserve itself.
Federal Reserve
They have broken
exactly
it multiple times.
but every time Federal Reserve increases the limit,
Yeah, they increase the limit
if
later on.
it does not increase the limit and the US government collapses, the US dollar collapses, the world would go nuts. That
What if
The
Bitcoin is forked? What if? Yeah, yeah. Can't it be done? No, no. But what if these ETF holders like Fidelity, BlackRock, etc., they start holding more than 50%? No, why I'm asking this is because many of these Bitcoin holders will be in the form of ETFs in the future, and there is only 21 million Bitcoins that we know. And let's say the world cannot I mean, they want to transact in Bitcoins, but there are not many Bitcoins available because that will happen in the future. There's going to be less and less of supply of Bitcoins. So if these people, the ETF holders, hold more than 50%, they all come together and say, hey, there is only 21 million Bitcoins here and people are not able to transact. So let's make it 42 million so that we can, use this Bitcoin network for transactions, and they all collude and they. No, no, but the thing is, here you're talking about. Yeah, what if their pockets are big? What if their pockets are big, like 70%, 80%?
And that would never happen because the holders of Bitcoin and the users who have adopted all these things, we approach the scenario towards Bitcoin as a messiah because of anti-establishment. We because we don't want federalism in the first place.
Mhm. So, because I have invested in bitcoins via ETFs as well, so I have spread my bets in different ETFs, and also I directly hold bitcoins through centralized exchanges. So, when I looked into the white paper of BlackRock, they are saying that in case there is a fork, then they will go to, because they, Mhm. But they have written, no, no, but what they have written in their white paper is like what they have written in their laws and terms of conditions. No, but in the terms of conditions. Okay.
Vikram bhai, in do you believe as Bitcoin supremacy or you hold a lot of altcoins too in your portfolio?
Hmm.
Does that mean कि any other day you transact money that won't actually be done until Monday?
So, do you mean to say you hold more than 80 to 90% of your portfolio in crypto like bitcoins? Is it so? Mostly? So, you hold less of fiat and more of crypto? Can I say that? Yes. Now, whatever money I wanted to put on gold, even my mother's money, I have put it on Bitcoin only because I think that is the digital gold. I don't believe in gold, but in fact, my portfolio I invested about 15 to 20% in cryptos, and rest of the 80% is in the stocks and other things. But the spread may be different for people who have better conviction than me. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, yeah. So, what is the price prediction that you have for Bitcoin this particular bull cycle, like 2024 end of this year and 2025? Just trying to understand because people are giving different kinds of predictions depending on the ETFs inflows and all, and the least one that I'm seeing is yeah, the halving has just happened. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh, 80 next. That means we are more than $1 million.
ये साइकिल 1 करोड़ तो इजीली हो जाए, easy।
Mm-hmm.
people are uh, really people are really underestimating what Bitcoin can do this cycle. Everyone is saying कि because इतना already इतना ऊपर गया और कितना जाएगा, लेकिन they don't understand कि क्रिप्टो है, stocks नहीं। I have had people telling me कि अरे इस साल 100K का गोल होना चाहिए एज इन डॉलर्स। बोला है 200K हो गया तो आई एलिमिनेट ऑल माय पोजीशन। तो मतलब बहुत मजाक सुना है मैंने भी।
So what?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, so the question was, how do you know that the peak has come and you have to exit it? What is the marker
just a
for
second,
this?
just a second। अभी बोलिए।
Yeah. So I was saying, so what I
Yes,
was
Ashwin,
asking, somebody who wants to like ride through this wave and exit at a good point in 2025 when it is at its peak. So how do you identify that? Yes, now it has reached its peak. I have to exit. Yeah. Oh, that is for all cycles.
it's a very general thing। See, I started off by understanding technicals, right? So from a technical standpoint, if I tell
Hmm.
you, right,
Yeah.
after every halving, I saw this myself. After every halving, there are few months of stagnant period. So
Yeah.
that's why initially, when you were not there, I told Vikram bhai that I expect bull run to start after August. So I expect till August September the markets to be sort of flat। थोड़ा growth आएगा तो आएगा, but
It's
वो
okay.
अभी के लिए लगेगा बड़ा है, but after a point इतनी लगेगा कि ज्यादा बड़ा था।
Yes. Hmm. Yes. Hmm.
More people queuing in front of Western Union.
Less people queuing in front of it because they want to always exchange the dollars with some other currencies. That is why when you want to do cross-border transactions, you go to Western Union. So less people are going there. Now they are accepting it directly through a decentralized exchange like Bitcoin Cash and so on. They are holding that asset.
For this bull run, what I think, see, I have an interesting statistic, right? In the next 4 years, 650,000 bitcoins, something bitcoins will be mined. And in the past 3 months after the ETF thing, 500,000 something bitcoins have been purchased
Hmm.
by ETFs.
Yes.
So, very strong supply shock will be incoming because the exactly because the last 3 months ka demand by only the ETFs is almost as much as next upcoming 4 years ka supply.
Hmm.
Exactly.
But I'm also hearing
Exactly.
rumors that centralized states like the Middle Eastern countries, they are all stacking up bitcoins heavily. And I mean,
I
but
have
no
heard a
one
rumor
mentioned
that
any of that.
some country is stacking up, not just stacking up, they are adopting Bitcoin as a part of their reserve.
El Salvador. El Salvador, and
नहीं वो तो
that
हो
guy
चुका
has
है,
a lot
वो
of
हो
balls.
चुका है.
He goes on doing it. He has been doing it for so many years. He is a president.
Also, Ashwin bhai,
Yeah,
since I think Vikram bhai is more like Bitcoin till the eternity, and Ashwin bhai is more interested in the bull run. I just wanted to share an interesting thing I noticed while I was analyzing the things. So after Bitcoin peaks now, just after the peak, the after 1 week, all the altcoins peak.
just
I
after one
think,
week. Okay.
just uh, because I think the reason might be because after peaking, the big fishes or the whales take their money out of the mother asset and they put it in the smaller assets. That might
Okay.
be the case. I'm not sure.
Because I have many altcoin positions as well, and I want to hold bitcoins till eternity. But the thing is, I want to cash in a little bit in this bull run, and once again, when it comes to lower level, I will buy the bitcoins and keep it for longer time.
मेरा तो majority portfolio is altcoins or primarily Jupiter. Jupiter is an exchange, decentralized exchange, जो everyone is using now. It has become the new exchange, which almost everyone you hear now. I'm here talking to कि exchange करना है coins को, so everyone is using Jupiter. हाँ,
Where are you based out of? Where, Sahil? Where are
Mumbai.
you based out of? I don't see anybody. They don't even know what is Bitcoin. They say, "Oh, I've heard remotely something called as Bitcoin." That is how people are over here. And in my
मतलब
family,
even
at
I have
least,
to educate some people, but I'm part of certain trading groups वगैरह, and I online connect हो जाते फिर we eventually meet वगैरह. I go to a lot of networking places वगैरह. That's
yes.
all. Same. Where are you based on? But the thing is, na, if you want to know the reason sort of behind it, because I have heard this. I had a person who is a VC guy. So I met him. Lived, he operated four offices in Bangalore, I guess. So he told me the difference between Bangalore and Mumbai. He told me that Bangalore, of course, he said, ki, throw a stone and it will land on a founder. But he said ki Mumbai is still a lot more fast paced than Bangalore. So that's
I
why that might be a reason, because already so much hassle, people don't want to take up the new hassle of learning something, understanding something. That might be the case. Mm. Because
and
Bangalore guys, a lot of Bangalore guys are tech guys, so many of them know and understand what crypto is. They might be interested or not, that's a different thing, but at least they understand. Bombay people, most people don't understand.
I'll tell you an interesting thing. I
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of people who don't understand what Bitcoin is, but they trade Bitcoin futures and options. And many, there are a lot of retards who do that thing कि 15 मिनट के बाद it will Bitcoin इसके ऊपर रहेगा तो they'll get 1.8x वगैरह. Stupid.
when I traveled to Bangalore, yeah, I was like was the first time when I went to Bangalore in 2020. That was during the COVID time. I was called to the office. I went there. That time I saw that all the auto rickshaw walas and everybody was using UPI payments. This I didn't see in India. This I didn't see in Bombay. Everybody in Bombay, when I came back from in 2021 to Bombay, I had to pay the auto rickshaw wala in cash, not in UPIs. Whereas in Bangalore, it was very different. But it changed after a year after that. So what I'm saying is anything that is tech related, Bangalore is very easy to adopt. They easily adopt something new. In Mumbai, they are all into all kinds of investments. So if you talk about investments, there is stock investment, everything, everybody would have in some kind of investments. In Bangalore, they are more related to tech. Here, they are looking at as an investment option. So I would say it's the finance capital of India. But if they are stuck and saying that only this SEBI related stamp is going to work, and if they are in that kind of framework, they will not understand Bitcoin. And there
And
are many people who oppose that also.
that's also the reason I observed. Even my company I used to work with, their CEO, he told me that Mumbai के लोग ना, he said, सबको जो अच्छे परिवार से रहते मुंबई में, जो चार पांच जनरेशन से मुंबई में, इन लोगों को कंसल्टेंट के अलावा ये रिच बनने का तरीका दिखता है, वर्किंग फॉर यही जेपी मॉर्गन गोल्डमैन सैक्स वगैरह, उसके अलावा इन लोगों को पैसा दिखता ही नहीं, बिकॉज इट्स अ लॉट मोर ट्रेडिशनल थोड़ा. हम्म, हम्म, हम्म,
Mm.
हम्म. Hmm. But that would become a lot like the ETF scenario, right? So many people considered putting money into Bitcoin just after ETF was approved. Hmm. Hmm.
What about other cities like Chennai, Kolkata, the tier 2 cities? Hmm.
I guess I was born in the wrong city. Then. And that is actually
India
I.
should adopt this crypto, hands down. If we adopt this crypto first, and we can have the best first mover advantage and grow our economy much faster than others can. But many of these crypto founders, like Polygon Matic, he was from Bombay. He left Bombay, went to Dubai because of the taxation issue. But this kind of heavy-headedness of the government and SEBI is putting us on the back foot.
While nothing infuriates me more than this issue of founders having to go abroad or somewhere because of government issues. Okay? But the reality is, even I would consider going out of India as soon as possible because of the same issues. Why crypto पे 30% tax, capital
Hmm.
gains पे. And if you go deep into it now, the scenario is if you have 2 lakh rupees, if you invest 1 lakh and 1 lakh in two different coins, if one goes to zero and one goes to twice,
Yeah. So
still you have to pay tax. You cannot write it off because net
yes,
profit कुछ नहीं है. It seems retarded to me. Exactly. Crypto. क्रिप्टो के लिए बैरियर हो गया, फोरेक्स तो बैन ही कर रहे हैं, तो वो बैरियर हो गया। इंडियन मार्केट्स आर नॉट एज गुड बिकॉज ऑफ ऑब्वियस रीजंस, लिक्विडिटी कम है और 3 बजे तक ही है। दे आर ट्राइंग टू डू देयर बेस्ट बट नहीं हो रहा।
Let me tell you, there is another thing that is going to come up after the elections. If BJP government wins, right now you have 10% on capital gains tax. They are going to increase it according to your tax slab. So that means if you are paying 30%, even if you're buying stocks and selling stocks and you're in the 30% bracket, you'll have to pay 30% on the capital gains. This is what will come up. Huh? Yeah? No, 10% for stocks and 20% for real estate. That is how it is being divided. And now it is going to be based on your whatever tax slab you are falling into. So if you are into zero tax slab, then you will pay zero. But if you are into 30% tax slab, then you will pay 30%. Now,
But
people who
the
have invested so much of their wealth, yes, you will be exempted from capital gains. Yes. No. For your entire income, including your capital gains, all incomes put together should be less than, yeah, it should be less than 7.5 lakhs. If it exceeds 7.5 lakhs, then you start falling into various tax brackets. But earlier, how it was, even if you're making 30 lakhs a year, you are into the 30% bracket. And let's say that you have made thus 20 lakhs from your capital gain, long term capital gains, then you will only pay 10% of that, and for the rest of the 10 lakhs you will pay whatever your tax slab is into. But now that is not going to be the scenario. I
but
think
to be
Dubai
very
and
honest,
Portugal is
it's very hard in India.
taxes. What about Vikram? Vikram, what about portfolio management services for crypto? Are there such kind of portfolio management services in India, or the mutual funds? Yeah.
There are there are actually prop trading firms for crypto too, proprietary trading firms.
In India?
No, of course not in India.
No, because is it because they have to be backed by FIU? Will FIU give that
नहीं नहीं,
not?
ये prop trading का whole concept is under the table वाला thing for Indians. ये सब में payments, in fact I am very close to the trading community. ये forex trading भी कैसे चलता है पता है क्या? Everyone pays crypto में to the prop trading firm to get access of the trading account, or after they pass the evaluation वगैरह, they even take the payments, their share of what they earned in crypto, and then P2P करते हैं, just so that government doesn't know कि मैंने किधर से लिया है. Exactly. एकदम restrictive सा environment कर रखा है.
You know what RBI governor says? Bitcoin is like tulips. Hmm.
I think the utopian sort of scenario for anti-establishment scenario would be if everyone suddenly wakes up and says मैं fiat नहीं वापरने. If that happens, then the fiat currencies are shaken, the government is shaken, everything sort of moves away. Hmm. I think Nirmala Sitharaman, yeah, someone, I don't know who said this, it was some female who said कि cryptocurrencies are not currencies, they are VADs. They are virtual digital asset something, VDAs something. That's why they are imposing 30% tax because they aren't seeing it as a currency, as a means to transact money. They are seeing it as an asset. Yes.
But RBI governor says crypto is all like tulips, tulip madness. Like bitcoins, he was comparing it with tulips, and that is the kind of statement he gave 2 years ago.
Exactly. That is also a factor that influences their decision. But Vikram, I think even your startup Insta Crypto, it solves a very crucial problem in bringing India towards the blockchain thing. Because the generally Indians who I meet who are hesitant towards getting into crypto now, their main concern is कि अरे डॉलर में होता है उधर INR को डॉलर करने का मगजमारी डॉलर से वो वॉलेट में लेने का मगजमारी उधर से विड्रॉ करने का मगजमारी so people what people don't want is that hassle seamlessly uh, so like, but that has been the thing of legacy media since forever, right? It's a completely like sort of baseless system.
Have you all figured out who's this Mr. 100 who's buying 100 bitcoins every day, and when it dips, he's buying about 900 to 800 bitcoins? Who's this? Who's the wallet holder? Any idea?
Cash means everything in India. Despite a rise in the popularity of credit cards and online payments, most transactions still take place with banknotes. Some want to change that.
Bitcoin to me is freedom. Bitcoin represents freedom in the financial
And the
world.
waiting for some
Natasha
country to
Ambrose
come
has
out
been
and say
part of a
we are
group
going
in
to be
Bangalore that
adopting
meets
Bitcoin and
regularly
just
to
Bitcoin
talk about
shooting
bitcoins.
through 1
A
million
virtual
this bull run.
currency she feels releases people from the burden of foreign exchange conversions and any extra charges.
Businesses are linked, different countries, different
But
states,
I
and
think
we are
such
very
a
global at the moment.
country wala
And I
adoption,
think
a
we need a
government adoption
currency
would
which
bring the
keeps
1
up with
million
that.
mark
It's
this
why
bull
she's
run
part of
too.
a group
But
bringing
that
awareness
is
of
right
virtual
now a
currencies by
hypothetical
hosting the
scenario.
country's first Bitcoin conference that involves drawing people into
Mm, mm,
It's got a QR code at the back. What it does is allows people to receive payments through this. If I'm carrying this around, I can receive payments on this, and the payment will actually stay on my computer on my hard wallet.
India is still mostly a cash-based society, with the government keeping strict limits on how much money a person can take out and bring into the country. But with bitcoins, all a person has to do is download the currency onto something small like a smartphone, slip it in their pocket, board a plane, and leave the country with potentially millions of dollars completely untraceable. And that's raising concerns.
That's why
on it.
Yeah, I saw that. The Al Jazeera guy is saying that a lot of money can be taken away from India. But that may not be your statement, but it is possible. In fact, even I am thinking of it. I should be saying this on a video. Why would I want to pay a tax if I can take it, put it on my cold wallet, and go to some other country where it is tax free, give them some money, and enjoy the life there? Why even convert it into fiat and give the government 30% tax?
For that,
Yeah, it is absolutely possible. It should be given to people. Why should money be controlled by the government? Yes. Yeah.
Vikram bhai, I would like to show one thing on screen share just because of what you said. This is a music video, but this shows a very important thing. Just notice the gold thing. This thing. No, no, the part is here. This part. You saw this scene. Now end का scene I'll show you one main important scene where the protagonist faces him. So that was just sort of supporting what you said.
Mhm. Coindesk?
Coindesk, huh?
No,
Yes.
no.
In India, Silicon Valley is
Really don't understand what happens in terms of the monetary system.
Hmm.
Why not create a web series, Vikram, about explaining the crypto basics? Hmm. Hmm.
But that's also the reason whenever I have talked with people about sort of geopolitics वगैरह, I have the strong belief that इंडिया एज अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री ही अच्छा है, डेवलप्ड कंट्री कभी नहीं होना चाहिए। एग्जैक्टली exactly, क्योंकि जो जितने एग्जिस्टिंग डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज भी है वो भी वी सी कुछ कुछ अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है वहाँ पे। और बट इट्स नॉट जस्ट इन मॉनेटरी टर्म्स राइट, सोसाइटल टर्म्स में भी देखें ना तो जितने भी डेवलप्ड सोसाइटीज है ना, एज अ सोसाइटीज दे आर नॉट सस्टेनेबल। मतलब वो होता ना कि अगर रियल प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है तो फेक प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होगी, और फिर फेक प्रॉब्लम्स में तो कुछ भी हो रहा है। Vikram, I have shared something in the chat, the Meetup chat.
I'm going to put the whole budget on blockchain. That means that every American, anytime they want, will be able to see how every dollar that they paid in taxes is being spent. You'll have millions of eyes on our budget. The Pentagon hasn't audited in 30 years. Nobody's looking at their audits. What if you had 200 million Americans looking at every line and saying, hey, why do they pay $16,000 for a toilet seat?
And that's coming from Robert Kennedy. Ah, grandfather or dad something. I think if today's time, if someone can hold the US society together, it is either him or Trump. But I think slowly but gradually the power is returning to the people in real terms, not democracy for the people by the people. Mm.
So Vikram, how are you planning to educate the masses about cryptocurrency, the payments, etc.? I think that was your goal, even in starting this kind of meetup. So, can we expect something like concrete on the next meetup where you are like teaching some concepts? Because learning from a person directly would be a good idea. Or what is your plan? No, no, no. I'm just saying this meetup itself. Yeah, what I was thinking is this meetup itself, if we can if the community grows to, let's say, 5 to 10 members at least, who happen to attend it regularly, each meetup we will discuss a particular concept of crypto currency. Maybe one can be Bitcoin one day, Bitcoin Cash another day, how you can transact, because these are small hurdles that people like me who are entering new into the crypto world, we buy it from a centralized exchange like CoinDZX. We keep the crypto there, but our crypto assets are at risk, as you have said earlier in the meetup. So these small things we don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, writing down the seed phrase, yeah, I've just heard about it, but I don't know how to use it. And in fact, I'm also troubled because where I will write it and keep it, even that place may not be very secure. So that is how even my passwords and everything. Yes.
Yes, I use Phantom wallet. Yes. No,
I have
the
Trust
thing is,
and Octo, but I haven't used any seed phrase there. So I have connected from the Trust wallet, but I haven't used any seed phrase there. I'm just using a passcode to enter into that.
the
I
thing,
okay. Yeah. Seed phrase, there are preferences, security. So if I go to security, it's just the passcode, Wallace, Google manual. So there is something called as backup. I don't think there is anything like seed phrase here. Uh, Backup is you go into Wallace. There is under settings. The moment you click on the settings, there is first one that comes as Wallace main Wallace one. So once there is main Wallace one, I click on the three dots that's there. So there is Google Drive and manual. Both are written as backup now. So once I click on manual, this secret phrase is the master key to your wallet, to your So it is showing me tap on all the check boxes to confirm and understand with the importance of this. So once I do and continue, it will show me a seed phrase. It will show me, or I will have to select the phrase from that. Okay. So once you connect this kind of trust wallet, let's say I have connected to join in this meeting, it was asking that do you trust the platform, do you trust the platform, because the platform itself, if it is some kind of a scam, let's say, can they take away our assets? Okay, to connect. Okay. No, I have connected the trust wallet actually. I thought I thought I cannot do this, but so I have just connected my trust wallet. Yeah, that is why I'm saying there is like entry barrier to this meetup. If we can. Hmm. So slowly, if people can come to this kind of meetup, and like for that coffee with crypto or something, that kind of group, and all of us get together and bring more people in and discuss some interesting concepts about crypto slowly and steadily, or our knowledge level will grow, and we in society will interact and bring them into crypto, and this way it will just spread slowly and steadily. Yeah, and so more people will come in, and our Bitcoin will also gain value. And anyway, fiat currency is losing its trust world over. So, so we have a double advantage.
I
So
would like to
let's put
enter.
it this way. Ask Sahil also that what can we discuss next time regarding like for any kind of beginners to start with.
फॉर बिगिनर्स तो आई वुड से सबसे पहला चीज तो यही करना पड़ेगा कि ease their process on how to get into crypto, because the
Okay.
only thing everyone knows is Bybit या Binance, Wazirex, ये सब में वो करना.
Hmm.
Exactly. The
Because
first
there are
step
a lot of
should be,
restrictions
yes, the first step
from.
should be to explain Bitcoin briefly, and the second should be to how to use decentralization. Because I recently shifted towards decentralization after like 4 5 months of being in crypto. अरे बिकॉज द अर्जेंसी ना कि अभी बुलरन चालू हो जाएगा फिर कब क्या करूंगा.
Yeah, in the same meetup itself, next week when we are starting, we can go ahead with this. Maybe we can conduct it on a Google Meet or something so that more people can join in, or Zoom, wherever more people can join in.
Also, I'd like to interfere, and I would like to say that I will have to leave because I have some important call scheduled at 8. So thank you. Really, Vikram, I had a lot of fun today interacting with everyone.
Maybe
Would
you
like
can come
to,
up with a presentation or something for the newcomers next
ए भाई
week.
तो उंगली तेरे हाथ
What's
मांग
up?
रहा है. Vikram, before I leave, would you like to share a means of contact or something? Meetup as a message thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, fair, fair. Okay, okay, sure. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, even I'm leaving. Thank you, Vikram. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it has some potential. I just wanted to know about that. Like, I am in Telegram, but I am not able to see how that, where is that Tom coin or where I should go to access. Okay. Yes. No, that's what. But many, even if I want to transfer some USDT to you, it can be done seamlessly to Tom. That was the concept because people are there on the Tom network, and I think they're not charging a lot of gas fees also. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look forward to another meeting. Yeah.
You were saying something about putting something on the block.